Hello, hello. Comparative to the easy and medium today, we did change over to using the mouth as both mouth tracking plus voice, and we're going to see if that comes across a little more natural. We got a hard puzzle today with two separate islands going on. Wait, hang on, what? How did that end up there? Why the last 3 days in a row? I'm gonna have to rewatch the video and make sure I didn't just like place that somehow. The last 3 days in a row, when the hard puzzle has loaded, it has been glitched in some way. Only the hard puzzle? Don't know why. I do that last. Maybe the glitch just needs time to warm up. Whatever. Clearly that's wrong. A 3-0 cannot be in an equals. I'm gonna just sort these so that my brain can use more space for not being smart. What else we got going on? Dedicated 3. I only have a couple of choices. It's going to be a 0 or a 2. Either way, it goes out to a triple. So we're not going to be able to tell orientation, but do we have 3 2s? We do. Do we have 3 0s? We do. We'll come back to it, I'm sure. A 6. We have 4 choices, 3 dominoes worth of choices. 4 of a kind, 2 of a kind, total to 6. There's a lot of ways that could go down. This is going to be more limiting. It's a 5 6, and it's a less than 6. Less than 6 is just not 6. Cool, why not? Do we have any dominoes that sum to 7? And if so, do we have 2 of them? That's going to help tell stagger here. Delete. That adds to 7. But it is indeed the only one. So if we had this, then this would be unplayable because we don't have a 4-3, we don't have a 6-1, and we don't have a 7 negative. No. 7-0 would be the thing, would be the joke. They only go up to 6. That means that we're going to have this there, and 11 as its own domino, so we do get to place that with certainty. That's nice. What adds to 7? A 6 and a 1. So if we did that, say, we would be forced to use this one, and then play one of our 3s. Also a 5 and a 2. Like, we have a lot of choices. That actually wouldn't work. Oh, that's our only 5. Yeah, okay. We could get it done still as a 5 and a 2. It's just going to be this orientation. No, okay. Because the 5 is paired with a 2, if we use it here, we can't play a 5 there. It's the only 5. So the 5-2 doesn't work there. The 5-2 being there uses up a 2. This 2 wouldn't work, but this is another 2 we do have access to, so that would get it done, and then we have a lot of 4s as options. That's not going to be correct, but it does mean that this could be a 6-1 or a 5-2, or presumably a 3-4. All to say that we're not going to be able to place here, I'm guessing. Now that we've used up a 6-5, can we say anything more about this 6? Yes, because this is a 6 that goes into another 6, that might be a good place to get rid of the 6-6. We could play it there. We could play it here, I would wager. 1-4 and then 3 something, yep. We could also play it over here. 1-0, 1-4, either way, but that uses up a lot of 1s. I doubt it's gonna. But we can't play it into the equals. There aren't enough 6s running around for that. Any of those orientations. So if it was here, it would have to be here. We would go a 0 something. We don't have 3 1s. We do have 3 2s, and one of them borders a 3 just fine and dandy. This is a neat point in the puzzle, because I can't tell where is going to give me enough limitations to move forward, like which cells I should be focusing on. We might have to focus on dominoes, which I guess is kind of what I'm thinking with where can I ditch the 6-6, right? Like, it could fit in a 2 of a kind. And this would then be our 6-4. But if we used the 6s in a 3 of a kind, we wouldn't have a 6 left over for this green 6. So we know that all of these cells can't be 6s. That... I'm wondering if we can restrict the blue to be one of the numbers that has a true duplicate domino on it. Because if you were trying to fill the blue without it being 0s or 4s in this puzzle, or the ones that are eligible by that logic, then the way you would need to do it is going to be something that goes to an orange. Can't be the same domino to orange, so it would be something that goes to a 6. We established that it can't be a 6-6, right? So it'd be a 4-6. Only 4s could do it. Does that mean blue is 4s? No? Maybe. Oh, that's curious. Okay, so yeah, this might need to go up into the 6, in which case it is a 4. Because say if we had this be 0s, right? This would need to be another true duplicate, so that I guess that'd be 6s or 4s, either one. Just because that corner has to border there, and now you can't go left because you already used your true duplicate of whatever this is, so it has to go up. Similarly, if this cell goes across, right, if it's 0-3, say, this cell still can't go to orange, not because it's being physically blocked anymore, but because the domino blue-orange already got used. So this has to go up, it has to be 4-6. That's neat to me. I don't think I've had that kind of position lock before, and it's a domino that gets placed in the middle, as opposed to being more constrained on the edges first, which is cool. I like that. Okay. From here, we could go blue, dark blue, and then blue, dark blue doesn't work, so it'd be blue, pink, I guess. Or blue, blue, dark blue goes up with a true duplicate, which would make it 4. No, we're using 4s. Spaces, I guess. And then 4 still goes into pink. So 4 into pink is going to be similarly locked upright. For the sake of argument, what could it be? If we do 4-4, I assume we're going to run out of 4s. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more in that case. Only got 2 more. Yeah, that ain't happening. Ooh, that might be enough to... Yeah, even if we did that into the... Yes. Let me see if I can say this correctly. This blue needs to be completed with 4s. Now we know. The dominoes that will be involved with that must include this 4-4, because if you try and do it without it, that's 1, 2 other 4s available, and then you run out. So you have to use the 4-4 whether or not. Because you have to use the 4-4, if you put the 4-4 outside the blue and it touches the orange or the pink or the dark blue, that would require more 4s than exist. Like, it's going to be all of these 4s and then 1 4 elsewhere somewhere. I'm gonna guess making up a 7 over here. Because of that, we know that this 4-4 is either here or there. And I'm gonna check here. This would be hard to do because it requires a true duplicate here and here at the same time. We have enough true duplicates to do that. 6s would be the orange because we're running out. Blanks would be here. Blank 3 would be what's required there because this is going up anyway. Yeah, that does work. Does the other not work? I think with the other one we were saying something about like this cell needed to go up to pink. How were we saying that again? Yeah. Same argument as this one, right? Like we established that this needs to go up, so the 4-4, I guess, is locked here. So indeed, 0s up to 3, 6s, that's correct. That puts this as potentially 0, or yeah, 1 can't do it. So we're doing 0s as triple twice. No, can't get that done. Let me rerun the logic on, like, if we had a 4-0 available, that would require the 4-4 to be outside the blue. Can't get it done that way, but if we do this one, though, don't know that that helps us all that much. A triple with a true duplicate is still going to be 0.
Time's up, sweetie.
And then it's going to be 0 something for what? For 1, I guess it would be. 1 0. Can't get it done with the 6 there, then. I thought this was true. From this, by what true duplicates are available, we would have to do this. Because of this positioning, you can't go right there. So the 0 3 would also be forced. 4 0 or 4 1. There are not 3 1s. 4 0. Like, it does break down here, but I don't know why it breaks down here, so I'm thinking maybe our 4 6 that I was so excited about is incorrect. Failing that, I guess there would have to be a way to... Didn't we just go through this? Like, if it's 4 0 0... Okay, yeah, we tried 4 1, and that didn't work. We didn't try 4 0. 0 1 5 2 doesn't work. 3 2 could work. So it could be a 3 0, could be a 3 2. The 4 0 is going to be the more limiting. 4 1, required a 1 0, required a 6, and this can't be a 6. So 4 1 breaks. 4 0 is our forced choice. 0 1 would do a 1 4. We don't have that many 4s. So 0 2 gives us 2 3 or 2 5, neither of which we have enough of to be a triple. I guess it's gonna have to be 0 3. 2 a 3. No. If this isn't a dot. I did that wrong. Yep. Okay, so it's not 0 1 1 something. That doesn't add to 6. It would be 0 3 3 something, but then we'd run out of 3s for the corner. So that's the one thing it isn't. We need to revisit these two. If this is a 0 2, that's a 4 into. We don't have enough 1s. So I guess it's gonna hopefully be this. The only 5 into a 2. We do have a 2 3 available. We do have a 2 blank available. Wow, I hit my head against that one too many times, but we got somewhere with it. 1 6 makes a 7. 4 3 makes a 7. Yeah, that'll do. And then 0 is indeed less than 6. Okay, let me take a look back at my model's mouth movement, and then, depending on the time available, I'm either going to fire up a game or put an item in scene. I don't know. I'll flip a coin. Okay, bye.